So, on this video, really? So, that wasn't a need for a comment, by the way. That was an expression of annoyance. So I'm at this point, and what we're trying to do, we've done our FOIL, we've done our expanding, we are collecting like terms now. Alright, so we decide at this point, we're all happy with this -5, minus 14 root 2's, plus 50 root 2's is plus 36 root 2's. Now, that is an answer, but it's not the answer that we want, because at the end, I'm going to put it all the way over here, we need something in the form with a root 18 in it. Okay? Now, we're going to have a plus something times root 18. So we need to get from what we have to that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work backwards to try and get to where I am. So I'm going to do it in a slightly different way. So I know in my answer I have a root 2. So what I'm going to do, like you've done before, when simplifying root 18, if you know it's like express root 18 in the form k root 2, do you know how to do that, don't you now? So root 18, well, I know would be 9 times 2. Why 9 times 2? Because 2 is the one they told me they wanted, and 9 is the square number. Okay? So I've now got in the form a plus b, but 9 root 2. 9 times 2. Okay? I'm going to go even further, so that is now b times root 9 times root 2. We've done this so many times. Then we're going to do, well, a times b. Well, root 9 is actually 3. So I've got b times 3, but I've still got the root 2. Okay. So now I'm kind of in the form. So what I'm going to do is then bring back my answer. So I've got -5 plus 36 times root 2 in my answer. Okay. Now, what I now know is that this bit here, to make it get to the root 18, has to be something times 3. Which therefore 36 is 12 times 3. Therefore the b has to be 12. So we end up with -5 plus 12 root 18. Okay? Because what I do is I take this 3, the 12 times 3, and I kind of go back again the direction I've just come from, turn the 3 back into the root 9, the root 9 back into the root 9 times root 2, so that would be back into the 18. Okay, so if I just do it through highlighting, so this 3 times root 2 is 9 times root 2 is root 9 times 2 is root 18. Okay. So that's how we get from the answer we had to the answer in the form that they would like. Okay.
Can you please scroll up quickly? A little more. How
Okay.
did you get 36? Can you go up, please?
Now, are we, just before I scroll, just to let you write, I will let you write. Now, I've been through that process. Are there any questions at that stage? Yes.
Okay, I understand it, but the only thing that just questions me is why do you turn the... Okay, let's just say you're working from it, not backwards, but you're going forwards again.
Yeah.
Why does the 3 become root 9?
Because I need, instead of a rational 3, I need 3 to be in a form that combines with my root 2.
Why 9?
So if
Then, well, because root 9 is 3.
so let's just say you had this completely absurd question, you probably wouldn't even have this question. But they want root 18 and you have those numbers. You would have to change it into a cert.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm chill.
Okay? Because the question, this EdXL past paper question is this question. I've not made it up off the top of my head. Now, I'll give you a chance to write it down. Right. Let's just have a look at this one. I told you 36 root 3 can be rewritten in the form something root 48. So whatever your method is. Now, Ali?
Can I go?
I thought you were asking to leave. I was like, no, 5 minutes. But yes, you can answer.
Okay, I might have done it wrong, but I would check my answer yet. Can I write on there?
If you like. Yeah.
Okay. It's wrong. I'm not going to check. I think I'm okay. So,
Can everyone stop chatting and common courtesy to your classmates?
so this will be 3 times 16,
Okay.
and then that will equal 14 times 4. Wait, I forgot how I did this. 1 minute. Which equals 48. 48. Can I figure out how I did this one?
I'm going to stop you there because 14 times 4 is not 48.
It's not?
No.
Oh,
The
I got it
16
wrong
times 3 bit is alright. Just tell me then, rather than coming out. Just tell me what to do.
Gosh, started Allie. No worries. Anyways, so I started from the bottom like we did for the second one.
Yeah.
So on the bottom, I wrote whatever you're trying to get to. So A, so square root of 48.
Sorry, Ali. Yeah, so the square root of 48. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so like the step above that, you have to go A to the square root, and then underneath there has to be a 3 times by whatever 16, because 16 times 3 equals 48.
So the 16, so that's what you had, Ali. So that bit's fine, yeah?
And then you do A times, and then you separate the 2 square roots.
So if I do the 16 times the
Yeah.
root 3,
And then you solve it, the 16 square root, so it goes A 4 times 4 times the square root of 3. And then you have, so I draw like a circle and then like a circle there. Yeah, and those are the same things. So then 4 times what equals 36.
4 times A equals 36. So A is 9.
So, okay, I did.
So we've got 9 root 48. Right, okay. We then have,
I did the second one differently, but I still
ladies, please, final one we're going to have to do. Go on.
Okay, so
No.
So it's 15
Start
to the root
earlier.
of 2 equals A to the root of 50. So I put it at the bottom, at the very bottom, A
Okay.
to the root of 50. And then above that I wrote, okay, so I thought, okay, what times 2 equals 50? And I did 25
So-
times 2 equals 50. So
Yeah.
I put that on top. And then after that, and then I split it in a root 25 times root 2. And then I thought, what's the square root of 25? And then that's 5 times root 2. And then after, on the side, I figured out what times, 5 times what equals 15. 5 times 3 equals 15, so 8 equals 15.
Okay, so we end up with 3 root 50. It's the same one.
Why are we making this so complicated? No.
Okay, that's right. Would you like to tell us? So we're going from 36 root 3 to
I
something.
didn't do that one.
Well, you've got a method that's a lot easier then. Let's go for
I
it.
don't know how if I can like,
That's right.
do it on my head. I just look like what times 3 is 27, and that's 9. So I do, and then I have like in my head, okay, I have 9. So I need not 9, but I need this like, yeah. But it's 3, like. It's
Yeah,
only
so
9,
that's
I need
3 root 3.
Yeah, and then I see what times 3 is 36, and that is a 12. Yeah, and then I just do the 3 times the 3 like root. No,
So then
like,
this becomes 12
Yeah.
times, because that and that are
Yeah.
the same thing.
and then you just have 12, and then yeah.
12 root 27.
I don't know why
It's the same methods. I think what they're doing is just explaining it nice and clearly in a structure and step by step. You're doing the same thing. They're just doing it.
Okay.
Okay, that's all right. Is there anyone that thinks
For a second.
they're okay? We've kind of got time. I will